This is in-depth study of the Christ, the propitiation, the begotten Son, the law, the judge, the ruler, the standard, the Messiah, Yeshua HaMashiach, the one, the true Jesus Christ. Here on Understanding the Bible Radio, on Screen Study, Facebook Live, YouTube Live, on Screen, Undeniable Facts of Scripture.
Yes, undeniable facts of Scripture showing right here on Understanding the Bible Radio. I want to thank you guys for stopping in and joining me. Appreciate it for this Genesis 16 final study of the day. Unless I get a itch to show you something else later on. But anyway, Genesis 16, there's no tithing, seed sowing, none of that here. No products sold. There's no ads on the videos. No, there's none of that. It's all live, unrehearsed, undeniable, live on screen. All right, you got to know that. Show it, share it, like it, totally up to you. Let somebody else know that we're here. Hey, this guy goes through the Bible. He shows the Hebrew and the Greek. He'll even answer your questions or whatever have you on that study. He'll show you. He'll get it going. Right here, we're going to go and we're going to see what happens next after Abraham after he inquires with God about his heir. Nothing's happened. I mean, hey, I don't have nobody. What's going on? He's went through the little battle, got Lot back out of Sodom and Gomorrah. He did it all. He got all that good stuff. I guess he sent him back to Sodom and Gomorrah. I don't know. It didn't say, but I guess he went back. But Sarai is barren. He went through Egypt to Pharaoh. Pharaoh got some plague from God. Hey, what you doing? You didn't tell me this is your wife here. Take her and go your way. Please don't do this to me. And God gives him also the dream, the prophetic dream, as we say prophetic, the foreseeing of his ancestors that are not his ancestors, I'm sorry, his generations after him that's coming through him. All right, and what they're going to go through and what will happen. He sees it after making a sacrifice to the Lord. All right, so now we're going to go into 16 and see what happens here, and we'll talk about it. And we're out of here. And you guys have a good dinner tonight. And you can send me messages if you want. Please don't hesitate. Send me comments, messages. Follow on the Facebook. Follow. Do not friend. And post your comments up on the YouTube so I can definitely get back to you ASAP. All right. Let's see here. Genesis 16. Now Sarai, Abram's wife, bare him no children. She's barren, remember? And she had a handmaid, an Egyptian. Remember, she must have came from Egypt when he went there. Okay? Whose name was Hagar. And Sarai said unto Abram, behold, now the Lord has restrained me from bearing. Okay, we'll talk about that later. I pray thee, go into thy maid. It may be that I may obtain children by her. And Abram hearkened to the voice of his wife, Sarai. And Sarai, Abram's wife, took Hagar, the maid, the Egyptian, after Abram had dwelt 10 years in the land of Canaan, and gave her to her husband, Abram, to be his wife. And he went into Hagar, and she conceived. And when she saw that she had conceived, her mistress was despised in her eyes. And Sarai said unto Abram, my wrong be upon thee. I have given my maid unto thy bosom. And when she saw that she had conceived, I was despised in her eyes, and the Lord judge between me and thee. But Abram said unto Sarai, behold, thy maid is in thy hand. Do to her as it please thee. And when Sarai dealt hardly with her, she fled from her face. And the angel of the Lord found her by the fountain of water in the wilderness, by the fountain in the way to Shur. And he said, Hagar, Sarai's maid, whence comest thou, and whither wilt thou go? And she said, I flee from the face of my mistress Sarai. And the angel of the Lord said unto her, Return to thy mistress, and submit thyself under her hands. And the angel of the Lord said unto her, I will multiply thy seed exceedingly, that it shall not be numbered for multitude. There's another one. And the angel of the Lord said unto her, Behold, thou art with child, and shalt bear a son, and shall call his name Ishmael, because the Lord hath heard thy affliction. And he will be a wild man, and his hand will be against every man, and every man's hand against him. He shall dwell in the presence of all his brethren, and she called the name of the Lord and spake unto her. She called the name of the Lord that spake unto her, Thou God seest me. For she said, have I also here looked after him that seeth me. Wherefore the well was called Bir Lahai. All right, don't get me lying on that. I'm sorry. Behold, it is between Kadesh and Bered. And Hagar bare Abram a son. And Abram called his name, which Hagar bare, Ishmael. Okay. And Abram was 86 years. 80. Okay. And 6 years old. 86 years old when Hagar bare Ishmael to Abram. All right. So right there, you got to know that their age was not the same as our age. Even though it was diminishing from the 900s and 800s years old, it was coming down. They were living up to 200, 300, 400 years old still, but not at the 800 and 900. It started to diminish, okay? So he was 86 when this took place. And so, yes, you can see also, well, let's go back. Now, you can understand here that Sarai is barren. Okay, that's what we when we first see Sarai in Genesis, she's given that we get an understanding that she's barren. She can't have kids, but she is heard about it because women wanted to bear children back then. It was a blessing. It was a good thing for them to do. It was like a gift to the Lord. It was that kind of thing that it was they really held it dear. And she wanted it, and they were getting older. She's 86, she's 80 something years old or 70 something years old, So she had this handmaiden, Hagar, and she's really eager. She's impatient. Okay, and the Lord, I'm sure Abram told her, hey, we're going to have a child. You and I will have a child, The Lord's going to do it. Well, she's waiting, and it's not happening, okay? So she said, the Lord restraineth me, from bearing. He won't let me. We've been trying, and he won't let me do it. I pray thee, go into my maid, So I'm going to give you the handmaiden. You can do that. Maybe that was a custom with the Hebrews. I don't know. If the woman couldn't bear, maybe the handmaiden could, or the servant, the woman servant of their family could do it, And Sarai, Abram's wife, took Hagar, her maid, the Egyptian, after Abram had dwelt 10 years in the land of Canaan, and gave her to her husband Abram to be his wife. And he went in unto Hagar. So he did it. He conceived. So now when she bears and she's pregnant, now Sarai despises her. She's mad. Now you done told me to go in, get it done. We got it done. Hagar, now if she hadn't have done it, you'd have told me to go back in and do it again to get the thing so you can have this child. Okay, that's what you're saying. So now that she's pregnant, you're mad. Okay, so Sarah didn't send her away either. Okay, that's another thing that people seem to doesn't get right. She's mad at her. Of course, you can see there's some distinction there, but she's mad. She's also feeling guilty, saying that the Lord does this. The Lord is judging me. Okay. judging us now. That's what we do. Even today. He said, behold, thy maid is in thy hand. It's whatever you want to do. Do to her as you please. And when Sarai dealt hardly with her, she fled. She just dealt hardly with her. I don't know what she did, but let's take a look. We can see there at the 6031. We can see if this says anything.
Strong's H 6031. Anah.
And Anah is the Hebrew. Afflict, humble, force, exercise, sing. Wow. Leonoth, troubled, weakened. That's how we translate it in the KJV. Be occupied, be bruised with, to afflict, oppress, humble. Okay, she afflicted her, beat on her maybe. I don't know, to be put down. Talked about her, to be depressed. Okay, all right. Be cast down, afflicted, stooped, humble oneself, bow down, afflicted, humbled. Okay, so you see what's going on. She's afflicting her. She's just being nasty, mean to her, whatever have you, whatever. Because she's this is what you wanted. Got to be careful of what we want now. What you ask for, what you're trying to do and get done and plan to do. Got to be careful. All right. So just to let you know, that's what is there, but you can study this out on your own. I'm not going to really, kind of not draw it out at all, but you can see it. All right. There it is. To submit oneself, Genesis 16. That's where we are. All right. Especially to God. Okay. So she did. She submitted herself to Sarai. There's another Genesis 16 to oppress. So Sarai oppresses her. See, to afflict. See that right there. So that's what she did. She oppressed her. Okay. So she runs away from her. She fled from her face. Didn't say she commanded her to leave. Didn't say Abraham commanded her. But the angel of the Lord now comes to her. Now, this is what I would understand from here. Mary stopped by. Good to see you, Mary. Can you hit the like button for me? Hit the like button just one time. That's all I need. There's no tithing, no seed sowing, no product sold here, no money at all. Period. This is all free. I will never make merchandise of you. Never. So Mary, just hit the like button or the love button one time. Need some love. I need some love doing this. Been doing it all day, briefly, the last 4 hours. So the angel of the Lord now comes to Hagar. Okay, she's running around. She didn't ask. She didn't call on the Lord. He just came and he said, Hagar, Sarai's maid, whence thou comest thou, and whither wilt thou go? And she said, I flee from thee, my mistress Sarai. Okay, so now he's given her some information. He's given her some prophecy here, some foretelling. And the angel of the Lord now, okay, the angel of the Lord said unto her, which is really the Lord sending his angel to speak to her, return to thy mistress and submit yourself unto her hands. Okay. And the angel of the Lord said unto her, I will multiply thy seed exceedingly. Now he gives him some information about this now. Okay. Gives her some information. He's going to be of a great number too. All right. Also. And the angel of the Lord said unto her, behold, thou art with child and shall bear a son, and shall call his name Ishmael. That's what he says to Hagar. Now, Abraham knew this too. As we go down later on, he knew about giving him the name because the Lord wanted his name to be Ishmael. And Abram is following the Lord. So he puts it in his heart, name him Ishmael. Okay. Now, what does Ishmael mean in the Hebrew? Let's take a look. Yishmael. I think I can say that one right. Yishmael.
Strong's H 3458. Yishmael.
There it is, Yishmael.
Yishmael.
I got it. I got that one. If I don't get any other ones right, I got that one right. Okay. God will hear. All right. Son of Abraham and Sarai, and Sarai's handmaid, Hagar, and the progenitor of the Arabian peoples, Arabs. Okay. Son of. No, that's not. We're not going there because that's not him. All right. That's not him. This is the one. This is the definition of Ishmael. There's other Ishmaels mentioned in the Bible, but it's not this one. Okay, this is the first time Ishmael's name come up, I do believe. All right, so there you go. All right, his concubine, the ancestor of many Arabian tribes. Okay, so there you go. Arabians descended from Ishmael, or Arabs descended from Ishmael. Okay, I don't know why. I don't know which ones do mention him. All right. Trading with Egypt. All right. That's in 37. Wandering as nomads from the east of the Hebrews and from Egypt as far as the Persian Gulf. Okay. Assyria. Babylonia, which we've looked at Babylonia earlier in the studies today. We saw where it is. It's Iraq. Okay, it's a city in Iraq that's named something else now, Gilead or Hilia, something like that. Which same limits are elsewhere, assigned to the Amalekites. Yeah, Judges. There you go. The killer of Gedaliah. All right, that's in Jeremiah. So this Ishmael is dead by then. You know, he's dead by then, I'm sure. By time Jeremiah's there. But there you go. Just a little idea of what that is in the Hebrew for the definition. To let you know, okay? So everybody says, oh, it's the Muslims. This is well, it's not. You don't know. Arabs, you know, you're not sure which one is the actual one it is. I don't know who that is because the Muslims don't mention Ishmael. They mention Muhammad, you know. So you can't say that. But whoever they are, they're out there. They know. They go all the way back to Ishmael. And I do know that Mecca deals with the rock where Isaac was. The Dome of the Rock, right? And then you got Mecca, the other rock there, I believe, was something with Abraham there, something about that. So those are the Muslims also. Those are Muslims also. But there's different types, just like there's different types of Christianity, Catholicism, Baptism, Baptist, Judah, you know, all these different, you know, denominations. It's just religion. Okay? So we don't know who the people is at all, not at this point. All right? He's going to be a wild man. His hand will be against every man. He's going to be an angry man. He's going to be an angry one. And every man against him. A fighting man, you know. So there you go. And so Hagar then named the name of the Lord that spake unto her, Thou God seest me. For she said, I have also here looked after him that seeth me. So she encountered the Lord God. She's an Egyptian, come from Egypt. Okay, with Sarah, I guess, when they came out. And Hagar bare Abram a son, and Abram called his name Ishmael. Hagar's son, which Hagar bare Ishmael. Okay, there it is. He was 86. So that's it for this one. I mean, this is it's been, you know, pretty short ones today, but that was it for this one. This is the last one of the day. I'll be back tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern time. And if you guys want comment, talk, you know, got some comments, send me a message, send me comments on the Facebook under the study, or hit the comments in the YouTube, Understanding the Bible Radio. Follow me there. If you're not my friend already, don't friend me. Follow me instead. Okay, and you can subscribe to the YouTube. There's no ads on the studies. There's over 1,000 on the YouTube, Understanding the Bible Radio. You got to know that. And I'm going through just like I am now, all the way from the time I first started, all the way up until now. So we're going through Genesis, and we're going to see everything we can see that happened in it, and trying to get rid of and dispel some of the other beliefs we've come to adopt after reading it. It's how many years ago, you know? So it's good to see what happened and what's going on. But Abraham is seeing God's showing him what he means by them inheriting this land in Canaan. Okay? He shows him. He gives him the main deal, and all the details, just the main deal about it. But when he found Abraham, he just started talking to him. Go into this land, go do this, go. And he went, and so he started following the voice of the Lord. And we're going to hear some more about it tomorrow, I'm sure, starting with Genesis 17. We're just going to go from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m., just getting all of the info or chapters done we can, just live right here. Understanding the Bible Radio. I want to thank you guys for stopping by. Hopefully you'll be back to check more out. See ya.
Please allow us to extend our deepest thanks, our humblest appreciation, our greatest gratitude for your fellowship here with us, sharing the letter of the gospel, the ancient definitions of Scripture. This is Understanding the Bible.
Truth seeker, and my mind is absolutely blown. So these are the adverse events happening from the